What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out more United 24. We watched the video yesterday on the Bradley with the tanks. Bradley isn't a tank, but it had some Abrams in the background. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is this video we're going to watch today is called Brutal Bradley Attack in the Grey Zone Russian Retreat. I'm pretty sure it's more context around what was happening within that last video yesterday. It's a bit longer. It's like 13 and a half minutes. There's more stuff going on. There's commentary over the top of it. I think it's going to be a little bit more information about the context of that one yesterday. So I'm really excited to watch it. It's United 24. If you haven't already, head down below to the description and go and subscribe to their channel because they're phenomenal. They really, really are. Some of the best footage I've ever seen online. It's phenomenal. Couple things to announce before we get started. If you haven't checked out Chug, 10% off, link down below. You certainly should go and do that. This is the best drinking vessel in the world. Go and support a small business here in the UK. They are absolutely fantastic. 10% off. Also, if you didn't see it, I have officially said, what are we, 42 days away from the Kickstarter of my new business that I'm incredibly excited for. See this sign behind me, Morale? You see that? If you want to know more about what Morale is, a mushroom-based drink and a nature-based community, head down below to the description or go to drinkmorale.com. Sign up, become an original before the Kickstarter starts, and you'll see what it's all about. It's very, very exciting. Anyway, other than that, let's shut up. Let's pull this up, and let's see what the hell are they doing with these Bradleys.
Their involvement in combat often proves decisive. They appear where Russians try to break through and push them back. The cannon literally tears apart enemy APCs. They are called to evacuate people in the toughest situations. The Bradley regularly upholds its reputation as the best APC. In this video,
I'm pretty sure that was some of the footage from that previous video.
you'll see it for yourself. Interested? Subscribe for more.
You should certainly go subscribe to them. They are brilliant. Is it too loud? I don't think it's too loud, is it?
This is a unique operation involving simultaneous assaults on two positions.
Let's go back to that real quick.
This is a unique operation involving simultaneous...
So you've obviously got this tree line right here where there's some people bunkering down. Also, I'm presuming this zigzag here is actually a trench, and so we can presume this horizontal line going across is where the Russians are if they're going to put a little pointer here. And we can also presume that these are Ukraine foot soldiers and not actually the tanks, because if it is the same video as last time, they came off from the side somewhere, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's completely different. We'll see.
Simultaneous assaults on two positions.
Okay, we got a
First,
fast vehicle
an
here.
M1117 armored vehicle sets out to draw enemy attention.
Okay.
Next, a Bradley and an M113 vehicle follow. They
Yeah.
split up to deploy troops at two different locations. Under enemy fire, the
Woo!
M113 reaches its position. Troops dismount and secure the trench.
Incredible.
Meanwhile, the Bradley
Can't believe trench warfare is a thing in 2025. Absolutely mental, innit?
moves to the second drop-off point. It is continuously engaging with the enemy, providing cover for the soldiers. The Ukrainian assault
lot of stuff going on here. Lot of stuff. Lot of visuals. Looks like a lot of very, very close action.
troops strike the enemy. The first group complete their mission. Excellent work.
Nice. So they were obviously in some sort of dugout in there then.
An important battle for this trench system.
So they are trench systems. Absolutely mental that they're using trenches in 2025, isn't it? I mean, I get it. They have to, really, don't they? But still.
A Bradley IFV, accompanied by a clearing team, moves out on a mission.
I wonder what drone they're using
Russian
here.
forces spot them and attack the Bradley. The armored vehicle successfully reaches the drop-off point.
Woo!
Ukrainian soldiers take control of the trench. There's definitely an enemy presence. Ukrainian mortars and drones support the assault team. A Ukrainian soldier advances towards an enemy dugout and tosses a smoke grenade inside.
Throwing a smoke inside of an enclosed space is quite an interesting way, because for the most part, if I was the person in that trench and I knew if I had to leave, I would get killed, I'm going to just breathe in the smoke. I don't give a crap. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, some people will struggle to be in there and will automatically, just like through nature, like your human instincts would be to get out of there. So it would be interesting to see how effective that actually is.
He secures the exit.
Also, is it against the Geneva Convention? I don't think it is. I think it's just throwing phosphorus into buildings, which is against the Geneva Convention. In fact, using phosphorus on anyone is against the Geneva Convention.
Waiting for the enemy.
He's waiting.
No one comes out.
Yeah, I didn't think
the
they
soldier retrieves explosives, flanks the fortification, and throws them inside.
It might be
A
empty.
final smoke grenade for confirmation. No movement.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might
Mission
be empty.
accomplished. Kursk Oblast. The Bradleys advance for an assault. The defensive line
Okay, this is the video. So this is the context of the video that we saw
has been
yesterday.
breached, and Russian positions are ahead.
That's the Dragon Team. This is actually the
area
video.
is occupied by enemy troops
Yeah.
and covered by their fortifications. By deploying thermal smoke screens, the Bradleys make it impossible for the Russians to use ATGMs.
Also, United 24, you know how much I love this channel. I'm not too keen on the narrator. It makes it a bit more like it's an action film, and this is a bit more serious content, and I feel like it needs a bit more of a serious tone of voice behind it. I might be wrong. You know what? I don't want to hate on anything United 24 do, because they genuinely are doing the best they possibly can, and it is phenomenal. Just a little pointer. I know some of the lads over from United 24 watch this because I'm in contact with them.
The Bushmaster cannon begins its onslaught.
Is it AI? I don't think it's AI voice. Is it? Might be.
Suddenly, the Bradley stops to launch a missile. From these points, the enemy could strike with ATGMs.
The truth is,
the
we
Bradley
don't.
fires its TOW missile.
Some people made some good points on the previous
target
video.
is destroyed.
We don't know where they
The
actually
Bradley
are in
launches
there.
the second missile.
We don't know where they are, and we don't know
Good job.
what
The Bradleys are moving towards the wooded area.
because that on the left there. When I first watched the video yesterday, I thought it was muzzle flashes shooting at them, but you can see the rounds going forward, and it's coming from a different tank. Well, it's not a tank; it's a Bradley. I keep saying tank. It's an armored vehicle. People get on you in the comments if you make a mistake like that. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. I know a lot of tankies won't necessarily like it because they know what a Bradley is and so on and so forth. I don't really care.
The enemy is demoralized. Their APCs are very close.
Yep.
You can hear the continuous roar of Bushmaster cannons.
That footage is unreal, innit? It's so good.
American APCs moved close to Russian positions.
So he starts mowing down
The
along the
25mm
tree line
cannon
here.
destroys everything in its path.
Yeah. The truth is, he's basically just spraying and praying. He's spraying and praying, isn't he? He's not actually getting... He's not finding a position and just shooting. He's just spraying and praying and hoping that it either clears them out, you know, kills them, or something else. Gets their head down while all the lads can get in. It's as simple as that. Spraying and praying.
This Bradley unit fires 10 rounds per second. The shell tears through the trees and destroys Russian fortifications.
Destroying the trees. Poor trees. You know how much I love nature. Destroying the trees there. That beautiful little wood line that could be housing all these different animals and all this nature. And then this Bradley comes in and just absolutely demolishes it. You know how much I love nature, hence why I've started morale.
Mission accomplished. It's time to retreat. In 15 minutes, the armored vehicles turned the Russian positions and fortifications into rubble.
Well, this is where that video ends, so I'm hoping it gives a bit more context behind it. We didn't actually see where the enemy was there. We didn't see anything shooting at them. Basically, the video
Mission
is just them going into that woodland and shooting it. So who knows, right? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, United 24 wouldn't be putting this footage in if it wasn't legit. I know they wouldn't because they're good lads over there. But still.
Bradleys attack Russian positions. The enemy resists. The Russians use a grenade launcher to stop the Bradleys. The armored vehicle keeps on moving.
Whew.
A Russian FPV drone attacks the second APC.
But it's cracking on. Nice.
The attack fails. The APCs reach their destination and deploy the assault troops.
Jeez, you want to be getting out of that vehicle when it's that hot. It's just nasty, isn't it? Like, obviously, I would have had to do the same. I was in the Royal Marines. I knew what my role was, right? And if we knew what we had to do, I was going to do it. That was what my role was, right? Simple as that. These lads know. You can't see it because my head's in the way, but these lads know right here underneath. You know, once we get to this position, we got to get out. We got to go to a certain place. Like, they know their role. It's just nasty, isn't it? It's nasty. Play, my dude.
Mission accomplished.
I guess it wasn't that
Donetsk
nasty.
Oblast, Ukraine.
Another M2 Bradley.
The Bradley moves forward. It's already under attack. An ATGM strike doesn't stop it.
Jeez.
The Ukrainians deploy smoke screens in advance.
Rightly so. Great tactic.
The Bradley approaches rapidly. And
He's spraying and praying at them trenches there on the right-hand side. Did you see that? Truth is, I didn't see any movement there. But you're spraying and praying. Like, there could easily be targets within these trenches, right? At any point in these trenches. I mean, there's a little bit of a glow here, but it could be from the explosion. A little bit of a glow here. Definitely some down here. Like, he's spraying and praying again at this point and just aiming in the rough vicinity.
And now it's in position. Ukrainian troops disembark from the armored vehicle.
Straight into a trench. Rightly so. Great idea.
Russians target the retreating APC.
Oof. Did they get it?
But the Bradley's armor can withstand even that.
Nice.
While this APC is destroying enemy positions, we have a chance to understand why its armor is so effective. Take a closer look. On both sides, around the turret, and at the front of the hull, you can see rectangular blocks. This is reactive armor, 2 rows of 15 blocks each.
Okay.
At the front, there are 3 rows.
Okay.
You can clearly see reactive armor on the turret of the APC as well. These elements protect the most vulnerable parts of the Bradley.
Interesting.
The APC has completed its mission and is returning to base. And here's a clear example of the reactive armor in action.
All right, it's going to get hit. Boom. My God.
The Russians attack the APC, but they don't succeed.
Get your foot down on the pedal. Get back ASAP.
One of the recent situations. The Russians noticed the approaching Bradley and launched a Cornet missile.
Cornet missile? Where have I heard that before? Cornet missile. I feel like I've heard that before, but I don't know much about it. Or it's not popping into my head straight away. I've heard it before, though.
The operator precisely guides the missile to the target.
But it just keeps going. I mean, it's got to do some damage. You fire 2 or 3 of them, it's gonna get through it, innit?
The armor penetration of this missile is 1,200 millimeters. A second Cornet hit stops the APC.
Yeah.
But the armor saves the lives of the Ukrainian crew, who exit the damaged vehicle.
So the second one downed it then. It immobilized it, and the lads had to do something about it. They can't just sit in there at that point.
Now, a bit about the Bradley's weaponry using a specific example. Russian assault troops head out on a mission.
What did it say at that little bit at the start there? In some scenes of this video, events reconstruction are used with additional user-generated footage. The sound effects and visuals are explained. Okay, so it's not necessarily legit footage.
The Ukrainians already know about it.
They're just giving it
The
context.
Bradleys are on their way to intercept them. Here comes the Russian APC.
How many Bradleys does the Ukraine
enemy spots
have?
the drone. They're in position.
Let me do some cheeky
The
Googling.
soldiers quick-
How many Bradleys does the Ukraine military have? That's what I want to know. I'm Googling it right now. Like, how many do they have? As of January 2025, Ukraine has received over 300 M2A2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles from the United States. These vehicles have been actively utilized in various operations with approximately 126 confirmed losses due to combat activities. Despite these losses, the Bradley vehicle have been instrumental in enhancing Ukraine's defense and offensive capabilities during the ongoing conflict. So they've got 300 and 126 have been confirmed done with.
The escape from the armored vehicle.
That's quite a loss, that, isn't it? That guy just fall off it. Let's watch this guy fall again.
From the armored vehicle.
This guy up here. He's right here. Watch. Hey!
The Bradley approaches. The Russian APC turns around, but it's already in the Bradley sights. The distance between them is 2 kilometers. The autocannon fires. At this moment, the enemy realizes they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Bradley's shells hit the target precisely.
Wow,
One
they
of
are
the fuel
hitting.
tanks is pierced. The fuel catches fire.
Wow.
This Bradley's crew has definitely earned a like.
Yeah, that's some good shooting right there.
Another assault. The Russian APC spots the Bradley.
Wait, where was the Bradley then? I didn't see it. Or maybe it wasn't in shot.
It opens fire and shoots directly at the American APC.
Wait, where are we looking here? We've got a vehicle here and it's open fire. Where is it shooting? Over here somewhere?
It's a reckless plan. The American APC returns fire. Each shot hits the target precisely. The Russian APC veers off the road to avoid crashing into the Bradley.
My God, they're next to each other.
The duel is over. The Bradley wins the battle.
They were literally face to face. That's insane.
The APC is destroyed.
Yeah, it's trying to get into a place where it can get lads. The lad's out. The lad's got out there. Do you see it? Do you see him in the smoke?
Here, Russians attacked one of the Ukrainian positions. The enemy APC was stopped. A nearby Bradley, standing by, moves in to provide assistance. It opens fire on the Russian APC. Take a look at the armor plates flying off the APC.
Whoa. Footage to capture is absolutely mental, isn't it?
A similar situation. The Bradley...
Like, I know we've got footage of Iraq, Afghan, all the way back to, like, we've got footage in Vietnam. It just hits different when it's 2025, end of 2024, beginning of 2025, and you're seeing footage, especially of, like, the Bradley and stuff like that. And maybe it's even more jarring to me because it's not in the context of being in the desert. That's where I've seen so much footage. When you see it in... you know, in this type of terrain, it's just, it's almost like my brain is like, it doesn't recognize it because when the last time we were fighting in this terrain was World War II. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost as if it doesn't really recognize it that well. It's bizarre.
He attacks the APC. The Russian armored vehicle falls apart after being hit by the American.
Yeah.
Will this assault group succeed in their plan?
Probably not. Probably
the
not.
Bradley lies in ambush. It launches a TOW missile.
Boom! Boom!
It misses. It's crucial for the Russian APC.
The lads on the tank are just like, whatever. Well, it's not a tank. Luke, it's not a tank. For God's sake. The vehicle. The lads are just like, whatever. Let's just crack on.
To reach the settlement.
Boom.
This will allow the airborne troops to establish a foothold.
Okay.
Russian soldiers quickly disembark from the APC.
Not embarking very well, are they?
Drives off.
Why are they blurring the vehicle? Is it because there's people on it and it's going to blow up in a minute?
However, it is followed by a drone.
Yeah.
The drone
Boom.
hits the APC. Another strike.
Yeah.
The APC is destroyed.
It's done for that, isn't it? Yeah, look at it. Absolute pieces.
The Bradley is already in the settlement, and here come the Russian airborne troops. The APC attacks the enemy.
Yeah, it blurs them. Rightly so. You don't want to see
The
that
enemy
stuff.
fails to establish a foothold.
Some people want to see that stuff. I don't want to see that stuff.
TOW missiles regularly help to destroy Russian tanks.
Okay, so we've got another scenario here. We've got a Ukraine, what I'm presuming is a Bradley, right down here below my head. And we've got this a Russian vehicle on the other end of this block here, this road.
This is a Bradley.
Yeah, it's a Bradley.
This is a Russian tank.
Oh, it's a Russian tank. Ooh,
The Bradley fires a missile.
A Bradley versus a Russian. I wonder what Russian tank it was. Boom.
A perfect hit.
Wow,
And
good
here's
shooting.
the result.
Good shooting.
Another combat mission involving the Bradley.
These Bradleys are
It begins
lethal,
by
aren't
clearing
they?
a safe path.
They're
The
absolutely
American APC
lethal.
fires along the wooded area to secure the route. This tank and the APC clear the area where the enemy has infiltrated. The tank moves in first, targeting potential enemy positions.
Potential. Not anymore.
The Bradley covers the right flank.
Unbelievable footage.
They pass through the first dangerous area.
Oh. Is that a mortar?
The enemy is spotted
It was kind of like a mortar, wasn't it? It came down so vertically.
in this area.
Oh.
The tank and the Bradley successfully clear the area of the enemy.
Yeah. I mean,
This Bradley was sent in to rescue Ukraine.
you got a tank and a Bradley going down the road. Do you know what I mean? It's going to demolish anything in its way. Let's be honest.
Ukrainian soldiers who were in trouble. These positions became the target of a massive assault.
Yeah. Wow, they're so close
Ukrainian
to each other.
artillery had to use cluster munitions to stop the enemy.
So close to your own allied forces, isn't it?
And here comes the Bradley. It approaches closely. The Ukrainians evacuate.
The fact that the Ukrainians got out of there is very, very impressive. Very impressive. To get in the back quick enough.
The Bradley
They're like, get
attacks the
inside
enemy
quick.
and retreats.
What's that?
Mission accomplished.
Oh, it's like
the
a-
soldiers are safe.
There was something flying around or something.
That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
So that was more like a montage of footage, wasn't it? Don't forget to check out United 24 because it's legitimately the footage is just unreal, innit? Let's be honest. There'll be a link down below. You should be going over to United 24 and checking them out because it's interesting to watch this stuff in 2024, especially just the world right now is just crazy. We've got new governments in place. There's so much stuff going on that it's quite terrifying, isn't it? Anyway, check out United 24 down below. Also, check out Chug if you want to get yourself a really cool drinking vessel. 10% off, link down below. And also, check out my new business, Morale. Link down below if you want to know more about it. I'm so excited. Visit drinkmorale.com and you'll find out more. Until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.